Right, hello. I'm back, live and in color. I'm going to be watching a public access show today. This one is called Invasion Earth. I don't know much about it. It's some public access stuff about a guy who is really into UFOs. So, well, let's see how this goes.
Hi, folks! I'm back! Another Live Friday with my friend Don.
Greetings from the cosmos. Yes,
I know this is going to be a great show, Don.
yes, when you do your show, it's always a great show.
It better be.
It's always a great
Well,
show.
I want it to be different because Don is a producer here. And, Don, would you tell the folks out
We're actually only
there
going to do two
what kind of
episodes
show
rather than
you
three.
do?
I have
Keep
a
it from running too
Brazilian
long.
musical variety show. Bossa novas, Brazilian music, paintings, culinary, and we talk about all the subjects on Earth and space too.
Oh, don't step on my turf. All right. Hello? How are you? Wait, let me turn down this. Yes. Oh, all right. Yes, this is my friend Don. Don? Yes. Don Ball? Well, it's Don. I'm not going to give out the... Do you want to talk to Don? All right. Here, Don. Here.
So hello,
Yo, what's good, man?
how are you?
How you doing, man?
We're doing good in here. We on Invasion Earth.
My friend, Gandhi wants to speak to you, my friend. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay. Hello.
Already got a
Yes,
strange caller.
I can hear you.
You can't hear him? If you can't hear him, I'm going to...
I can hear you.
Huh? You can't hear him?
No. So he's gonna have to call us back.
Good. He's off.
Yes.
Thank
He
you.
is up.
He's off.
Yes.
We're finished with him.
Yeah.
Now, Don, I was speaking to you about UFOs. And
Yes.
if you were a believer in UFOs, and if you are, why are you a believer in UFOs?
I believe in UFOs because I remember times on the space and time that the transportation was made of solar system on the top of vehicles that would be flying all around the space. I remember time on the past and on the future because I'm a time traveler myself.
Don, what are you talking about? It's over my head.
Don't you ever have what they call the bank memory? We have the memory bank, right?
A memory bank?
Yes.
Memory
Oh,
bank.
oh. Don't hurt on you see, each time you knock on your head, it hurts mine too.
All right, so tell me about
that
the memory
experience,
bank.
that experience.
Yes, Don.
Well, I remember a vehicle. I can draw that. I cannot make it because I don't have the means of making it. But I remember a vehicle that travels under the water and out of space with the same kind of fuel. That means air or gas also out of the space or water under the water. It uses fuel. And this is a flying saucer. Why is a flying saucer? When do we see the evidence of flying saucer when it comes to Earth? It's always don't they show a round spot on the grass and the grass is flat and dry? It's because of the vapor that comes out of the spaceship. The vapor in the air, the pressure of the air, the way it is building, lands down the grasses and it flats away and it dries because when you put something,
Wait,
we
wait.
have a call, right?
We got a
Yeah.
call. We got hello.
Unfortunately, I can't hear them.
What? translate what he was saying.
Yes.
He was saying, "What the F are you guys talking about?"
Right.
And I went,
Maybe they don't speak our language.
all right,
Maybe
yes.
they're from another time.
Hello? Oh, I have to put it on. Now, you see?
Should I explain again?
No, no, no.
What the fuck is this?
I tell you, Don, we're a good match.
Yes.
We are
We are
a good
team.
match.
Yes.
We are a team.
That's right.
Unfortunately, it's only for today.
It's only for today.
Yes, Don.
Yes, we cannot speak about too many subjects because the Earthling people will not understand. That I know.
I don't understand. Now, Don, I'm going to talk about some subjects.
Yes,
This is
yes.
very scientific here because
True.
this is a very intellectual show. Oh, I have a live one up here.
Yeah.
All right, hello,
Oh, George Clinton, what's going on, man?
George Clinton.
Yeah, man, he looks just like George Clinton, the guy with the dreads.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, man, he does. He looks just like him, man.
Well, he is
We-
a musician, and he is excellent.
Oh, yeah, what type of music does he do?
Well,
I play Brazilian music. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, I play Brazilian music. I play reggae. I play jazz. I play jazz with Sunrise Orchestra. So, Sunrise is also another space person, from Saturn. And unfortunately, he have left us, about 10 for 12 years ago. But we're still playing.
Oh, cool, man. What's your name?
My name is Don Juarez.
Down Jory.
Don Juarez, Juarez.
Okay, man. All right, so I'll look you up on the internet, man.
All right, it's nice talking to you.
All right, man.
all right, Don, you're stealing my audience, Don. This can't go on. This can't go on.
Forgive me. No, let's go back to the subject.
I mean,
I can't even
we-
speak on this show. I feel
come
like
in
it's
here
too
with
good.
The dreadlocks, and you come in here with the sunglasses. And what do I have? What do I have, Don?
You have all that sun around you, all that beautiful energy.
I can't
That makes
compete.
me happy.
I can't compete, Don.
Oh, yes, you can.
All right, I'm gonna try. All right. Now, this is a story from fizzorg.com, and it has to do with virtual reality.
Virtual
Puts
reality.
telepathy to the test. Now, scientists at the University of Manchester have created a virtual computer world designed to test telepathic ability. The system, which immerses an individual in what looks like a life-size computer game, has been created as part of a joint project between the University School of Computer Science and the School of Psychological Sciences. You know, Don,
That's very interesting. Very
isn't it interesting? Now, all right, we got a call here. Hello?
Hello.
What can we do for you on this lovely evening? Huh?
What is this show about?
Well, it's something, it is a show that constantly changes. We deal with science. We deal with different things in the sciences, and we deal with UFO. It can be heavy, it can be light, comedy, it's a whole bunch of stuff. I also get audience feedback to talk to me, and the audience has a chance to contribute to this show.
Right.
How's that? So what do you have to contribute? You can't come on here for free. What do you got for us, my friend?
Yes.
We want to hear from you.
Right.
You sound like a very interesting fellow. Don't be shy. All right, then you call up next week, and maybe you won't be that shy, and I'll be glad to speak to you. Okay? All
I
right. Or
love
at
how you
least
can't
record
even
the
fucking
show.
hear
That's
the
very
phone
nice
calls.
of you.
That's a nice point.
All right.
You
Thank
too.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Were you able to hear that?
Yeah.
You mean it worked?
Yeah.
Boy, you're so in. You mean I'm wearing this thing
Yeah, you don't even need it.
and I don't need it? I don't need it.
You get another call.
How come that nobody ever told me that?
He's just having
Fine.
such a good fucking time right
Hello?
now.
Yes. You have something to contribute?
Yes, I do. I do have something to contribute.
All right.
I'd like to know how far the black man has been pounding you in your ass.
Did you hear that? And he laughs. And he laughs.
I think it's,
And he laughs.
do you have a brain at all?
I can't shut up.
This dude is just living his best life, man. He's just.
All right.
Next call, please.
Next victim.
Yes. Next.
Next victim. I'm the victim here. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
You know, I think they are smart when they say some stupid thing like that.
I got a very clever audience out there. We have the feeling.
Let's deal with the smart ones. We know with the ones who have
Hello?
something to say.
Hello? 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 Dead air? All right. All right. Now back
Let's
to
go
my,
back to the subject.
Now
Yes,
back
yes.
to my subject here. Now, this test, this virtual reality test, was carried out by using two volunteers. All right?
Yeah.
I mean, but they knew each other. They could either be friends or they worked together or family
Okay.
members.
All right.
They were placed in a separate rooms
Separate rooms.
on different floors of the same building to
All right.
eliminate any possibility of communication.
Yes. Sign communication.
Yes.
Something like that. Yes.
Now, the
yes.
participants enter the virtual environment by donning a head-mounted 3D display and electronic gloves, which they use to navigate their way through the computer-generated world. All right?
All right.
Now that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Now, I want to shorten this off here. What's so interesting is that they're trying to make this very ironclad, that they want to make this rock solid. And it says here, by
Rock solid.
creating a virtual environment, we are creating a completely objective environment, which makes it impossible for participants to leave signals or even unconscious clues as to which object they have chosen.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Since I'm a kind of clairvoyant, or whatever what the word they say in English myself, I understand that because my
I love this
mother,
guy.
you know, she just, God bless her, she just passed away. She used to communicate, I used to communicate with her from here to Brazil. And I would call. I would call her when I would feel the communication. And she was not verbally, because she had several strokes, she was not verbally able to speak. So we only would speak to intuition. And the person who was there taking care of her could never understand what she really says. So she would tell me, and I would call them and I say, Grandma, say this and that and that. And sometimes they used to doubt. So I would tell them, I would ask Grandma, Grandma, what has been happening around the house? She would tell me with her intuition, and I would tell them, Grandma, say this and this and this and that and that and that has been happening.
Boy, you see,
And they say, but how?
I tell you something, Don. You're remarkable.
I try with. I
You
try,
are remarkable, Don. I'm telling you. Plus, you know how to lower your phone bill.
Yes, yes.
You know, you're terrific, Don. I mean, if we ever come together again, I may put on a wig. You know, I feel like a bald eagle here, Don.
Nah. You are the intellectual one. You are the one who put the show together. It's your idea. And I don't think nobody ever have an idea like this. Your energy is positive all over the place, all over
All
the scene,
right.
out of the stage,
Hello.
on the stage.
Hello.
Yes, my friend.
Well, you guys, well, you remind me of a like old version of Drew Carey, and
Who?
you look like what's the blind singer Betty White? Yeah. No offense. No offense.
Is okay.
No offense. You guys are very handsome.
Thank you. Well, look, see. Yes, yes.
Don't don't take that. I'm not gay, okay?
No. We appreciate the compliment. Because we feel good. We feel good when we enjoy. I'm invited. He's invited me to participate on his show today, and I feel honored to participate on his show today because he have been doing his show forever in here on this station. I always watch his show. His energy. He's a positive person, and I love to be around him.
I'm gonna cry. I can't take it. I'm gonna cry. I can't take it. Thank you, Don. Thank you.
Yeah,
But
hold on. Wait.
Wait.
Oh, oh, okay. Like, what exactly? Like, how do people discover the UFO?
How did people discover UFOs?
Yeah. They say, oh, there's a UFO. Call the CIA.
Well, I'll tell you something. You know, sometimes people discover a UFO and they report it, and then it is ignored.
Ignored? You can't just ignore
It,
that.
it is that the authorities make like it never happened.
Oh.
yes,
So what you have to
Oh.
do if you see a UFO, you have to report it to a UFO site.
Oh.
They have UFO internet sites. That's
Don't I
where you
know that?
have to, you first should report it there because most likely, if you called up a newspaper, most likely they would not put that in. But if 20 people called up the same newspaper, then they might put it in. But one person, I don't think so. You see?
Okay.
And then you would have a UFOologist, somebody that studies other people who have seen UFOs, and he'll speak to that person that was involved with that event, and he will write and he will document everything that you saw. You
Yeah.
see, that's the way to go about it.
The only way.
I see a UFO right now.
You see a UFO now?
Yeah.
Where?
Right there in the sky.
Right there in the sky?
This is my mother. She's flying and looks like she got a crack in her hand.
Oh boy.
I think it actually is.
I don't think your mother's gonna
I don't know
like
whether
that.
it's like official or whether it's just something that they've
I
kind
don't
of
think
come
your
up
mother's
with.
gonna like that.
No, you sound deep over the phone.
I
But
do.
I got the TV on right now and I'm listening to you.
But don't listen to both. Don't listen to both.
Oh.
Just talk to me on the phone.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. You sound like a very interesting person, and I'm
yes.
sure other members of the audience would love to hear more from you next week. How's that? Are you gonna call me up next week?
What days do the show come on?
Friday at 9 o'clock.
Friday at 9 o'clock and it ends at 9:30.
It ends at 9:28.
Oh, so will Betty White be there next week?
I'm gonna be here next week.
What about Betty White?
Well, my friend here is going to be elsewhere.
Yes.
Where are you going to be, my friend?
Me, I would say on the space on time. Like right now, I'm seeing a window. You are looking through a window, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm seeing you are looking through a window. Are you from the islands?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm seeing you from here.
Oh.
This guy's
He sees
nuts, dude.
everything.
Can you see what I'm doing right now?
Well, it would be
I
the
would rather not see what you're doing.
attempt to identify them.
Keep your hands on top of the desk,
Yes.
please. Keep your hands on top
Someone
of the
who
desk.
probably
Put it
has
where I can see it.
knowledge allowing them to
You
have
know
the
what
best
I mean?
chance of identifying
Because I'm watching you
a
now.
potentially formerly now
I want to see your
unidentified flying
hands.
object.
Don't put it anyplace else.
That's right.
Put it on top
Of the desk.
or on top of your
The
lap.
table. Yes, yes.
Not even my genitals?
Uh-oh.
I don't trust you. Where you're gonna put your hands.
That was a
Your voice is tremble.
Well, we gotta go now, my friend.
All right.
Thank you very much for calling. I'll speak to you next week, and have a good weekend.
So this
Bye.
episode is from 2006.
I love you guys.
After this, we're
Thank
going to watch
you.
an episode from 2008.
You too.
Oh, that's all right. Ha! Boy, you pick him up here. You're terrific. We're only joking. We're only joking here.
Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Hello there.
So how are you?
I am doing just fine. Is this the guys on the TV?
This
Yes,
is the
that's
guys
right.
on the TV, yes.
Awesome. The two of you are just incredible. We were thoroughly entertained by you.
Thank
Why?
you.
What is it about us that you're entertained?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you there.
What is it that you, why is it that you are entertained by us? What do you like about us too? Yes.
Yes.
I love the chemistry the two of you have together.
Thank you.
It's incredible.
It's incredible, apparently.
Now, your show is called Invasion Earth.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's invading Earth?
Well, you see, this show has been on for about, I think, about a year and a half, a year and a quarter. And it's been going through a, how can I say, a emotional roller coaster. See? And basically, when it started off, I was in touch with aliens from outer space who wanted to invade Earth.
They wanted to
By
invade
the same
White.
time, I had my psychiatrist watching the show. No, I wasn't abducted, but they wanted a piece of me. And let's keep these anal. Let's keep this. You know, let's keep these anal probes out of the show, please.
Well, I always thought that's what they did on the productions. They're always doing something, either anal or vaginal or something kind of searching around.
Well, I'm telling you, if I go there, I want a dental implant. I want my teeth done for nothing. You know what I mean? I want the fillings. I want a whole new mouth. I want to have teeth like a wolf.
I feel bad for those aliens. They're not going to abduct you now if they're watching this show.
Right? You see?
I seriously believe that he was adopted, but they made him forget when he was there. He think he never went up there, but he was there. He was there.
Wake up in the morning and your anus is a little sore. You know you've been adopted.
Oh, keep it up. Keep it up.
I think you
Next week.
speak
All
by
right.
experience. I like that. You know.
Call up next week.
Next week.
Okay, I'll call back next week.
All right, buddy. See ya.
I think he have the experience. So that's
What a show, boy. What is it?
I don't know. I think.
What's going on with this crowd?
It's only werewolves calling.
I'm trying to be scientific here. Look, I'm bringing up about virtual reality.
Maybe it's the weather. Maybe it's the weather. You think it's the weather? No, those weather changing there. Maybe it's affecting them.
I don't know.
No, the
I don't-
statics from the air or something like this.
Ah, I got something.
Yeah.
This is from that Russian newspaper, Pravda, our favorite Russian newspaper. Turn! All right. So in Pravda, they have this article that's very interesting. It says that scientists from Germany's Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology are teaming up with a Connecticut-based 454 Life Sciences Corporation to map the Neanderthal genome. I think that's what.
Neanderthal genome.
Yes, I mean it's right. There are no firm answers yet about how humans picked up key traits such as walking upright, complex language. Neanderthals are believed to have been relatively sophisticated. And then my printer screwed up. Also, their reasoning functions. So, what they're trying to do, the Neanderthal Project, follows scientists' achievement last year in deciphering the closest living relative. Or what's this here? My printer screwed up. I had no idea what this is. A D.
Deciphering, maybe breaking apart, slicing up or taking little
Anyway,
pieces out of it.
I guess
Closest
there are
living relative.
closest living relatives, which produce a long list of DNA differences with the chimp,
With the chimp.
and it may be crucial. So I guess what they're trying to say, if I can read this printer, my printer screws up. Let's screw up the printer I have here.
I think what they try to say is that like they made the science man, the one that they slice it up on little slice in order to study and the human
Right,
body,
that's
right?
what they're trying to do. So they said over 2 years, the scientists aim to reconstruct a draft of the 3 million building blocks genome, working with fossil samples from several individuals. And
This kind of stuff just doesn't exist anymore, does it?
With 40,000-year-old samples and of filtering out contaminated.
I hate to be one of those, like,
after their death.
back in my day kind of people.
Good
But,
luck
like, damn.
with the Neanderthal DNA.
Yeah, 40,000 years.
This is cool. This shit is
Well,
cool.
How can 40,000? I don't know. It's like.
Hello.
Hi, Harvey.
Yes.
Hi, this is Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
I'm glad to see your. I'm glad to see your.
I can actually hear this one.
Thank you.
Tell him that I said. Can he hear me?
Yes.
Listen, I'm waiting for the Brazilian government to come true to their word and release those UFO stuff.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything. They were supposed to release UFO files.
They were?
That the government has in Brazil.
Okay.
And it sounds like pretty exciting stuff that they've got. Do you know anything about it?
Base and
it's
Thanas.
always like a military secrets and things like that. They don't really, like through the internet you'll find a lot of things that's happened, but I don't know that much about it. No.
Well, I just hope that they release it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
So it's nice seeing you, my friend. What time is your show on?
My show is Tuesdays 5:30. Every Tuesday 5:30, channel 67.
Yeah, do you play music?
Yes, we have music, video music.
Do you play Pay the Boy? Tell Harvey who Pay the Boy is.
I know who Paddy Boy is.
Yeah, I know, but Harvey doesn't.
I don't know. I'm naive.
The bands on this show, man. The bands.
You gotta see this group. They're incredible. They've been around a long time.
All right.
And I've seen them many, many times. And
So now we're going to see this episode's ending in about 30 seconds. We're moving straight on to the next one.
If we can get together on Sunday, can we get together Sunday night?
Yeah.
All right. So we make it definite. What time? 8 o'clock in
8.
Cafe 79?
Yes.
All right. I'll see you at Cafe 79, 8 o'clock.
All right.
Keep your knees loose.
All right.
Take care.
You
Bye.
too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
The program, they just, I think we passed.
That's some fantastic articles for you, and I hope to make this a stimulating 28 minutes, but I'm going to need your help.
You fixed the font up.
First report I want to read, I think it's very interesting.
Is it?
Now, this came out last month, but I forgot to report it. But we're never too late here.
Yeah, this is a public access call-in show.
All right. It says Russia continues flight stimulation experiments for Mars 500. 4 volunteers will spend 10 days.
Yeah,
in
very
a
much so.
compression chamber.
And the main thing is they just got a lot of like prank calls.
Oxygen
Happened. Well, I feel like it happened more often than it would have happened to even radio,
Mars 500.
because it was all like late night TV stuff.
Ground-based
that
experiment.
It was public access,
Simulate a flight to Mars.
and so people who were just like up late flicking through channels.
The Moscow-based Russian Institute of Medical.
Basically, like degenerates are more likely to be watching this than to be listening to the radio. You know.
Said that 4 healthy men will be held in a chamber with the pressure equivalent to being 5 meters underwater. For the first 6 days, the decompression
Kinda.
chamber will maintain.
It's definitely the precursor to a lot of what goes on, with like YouTube and stuff, Twitch and
to the 10th day of their stay.
podcasting, for sure.
The oxygen level
But this has been going on since probably the 80s, these kinds of shows.
to the equivalent of the
More so the
atmospheric
90s, I
level
think, is when they really would have peaked.
at an altitude of 3 kilometers. The participants in the experiment will live in accordance with a special daily routine, he said. The experiment will provide information on the physiological impact of a flight.
Well, to be
Mars
fair,
back, he said.
we're only 3 minutes in, we haven't got any callers yet, so
And
there's time. There remains time. I wish I had a beer though. This feels like beer drinking kinda
for the main experiment,
TV.
expected to begin in late 2008 to stimulate a space flight to Mars.
True, true. But then again, this guy seems like he can probably carry himself, so I'm interested to see if he gets any troll calls this episode.
30-day period on its surface and a 240-day return flight. 2 Europeans and 4 Russians have been selected for the main flight simulation, which may last from 520 to 700 days. During nearly 2 years of isolation, crew members will experience many of the conditions likely to be encountered by astronauts on a real space flight. They will adhere to a strict daily regimen of work, rest, and exercises, and exactly follow the diet of crews aboard the International Space Station, also
Yeah.
known as the ISS. I'm not going. They will never get me for that experiment. Forget about it. You would expect them to send
I'm gonna
a
email
robot
this guy right now. What do you say? What should I say?
They really want to have live
Oh,
people.
he's got a call.
Hello?
Hello?
Uh-oh, trouble. See? I know it. I know it. Well, you haven't gotten me yet. All right. Hello?
Hello?
All right. Hello? All right. India has successfully launched 10 satellites in a single mission, boosting its capabilities in space. Excuse me. Hello? The rocket was carrying a Indian remote sensing satellite and 9 smaller ones, 8 of them foreign. And this is a milestone for the country's 45-year-old space program.
I didn't know if this guy's still alive, honestly,
Now,
but
what's
I'm gonna email him.
interesting about this here, now, India started its space program in 1963.
He's just gonna let the phone ring.
Hello? And it has since designed and built and launched its own satellites into space. Last year, India put an Italian satellite into orbit for a fee of 11 million. And India successfully launched an Israeli spy satellite into orbit. I just thought I'd let you know that. Hello? All right. They're going to ruin my day here. Hello? See? They're going to tie up the line. All right, what are we going to do? We'll just go with it and try our best. Now, all right. Hello?
Hey, Harvey.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Somebody decent got through. How are you?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. My wife would like to know where you get your shirt.
This here, I designed myself.
He designs his own clothes.
Yes.
All right, good enough. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. This is turning into a art class now. I'm glad. I'm glad that people, the audience, finds alternate uses for this show. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Is that the right number?
Whom are you calling?
Oh, sorry, I got the wrong number.
Oh boy, what a show. Hello? They're gonna kill me today. Oh, I should have
Oh
brought
no, the email
I
address
should
is
have
dead.
brought my
Rip.
psychiatrist to the show. I'm gonna need it here. Go ahead. Hello.
Are you
All right. Now, you remember for a little over a year, I had changed my tune about religions and UFOs.
You've
Hello.
been in his like 80s now, nearly.
All right. And I said, well, as you know, I say the aliens are here, the UFOs are here. Okay? And I said that, and I told my audience that I changed my mind about that the world religions would be hammered by this news. I told you, I changed my mind.
Okay, his last video was a year ago.
The world religions
He is still going though, apparently.
have very
Oh, another
insightful
email address I can use.
followers, and they would find a way to incorporate aliens and UFO into the religions that we know as of today. Hello? All right. All right? I said that, all right? Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Yes.
It turns out that, you're talking about the Russians and them training them how to breathe less oxygen.
Right.
I remember back in the 40s and the 50s, we used to have in the United States, we used to have like these training films of what lack of oxygen does to people when they're up in the sky, like in an airplane.
Right.
You ever seen those people who like look like they're floating when they're in the airplane?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they also did an experiment with them showing what happens when you cut off oxygen.
Right.
And what happens is that once they start getting less and less oxygen, they start to go a bit brainy, you know? I mean, their handwriting start to jitter. I mean, the lack of oxygen is just guys, you know?
Well, the thing is, they're going to be tested under pressure.
Yeah,
All right?
Yeah, but the thing is that, okay, if they're going to do less pressure, right?
Yes.
Or is it more pressure?
I got to find the article. I can't find it.
Because if it's more pressure, it's going to be, at least these guys are super strong. They're not going to be able to move around. I mean, it's less pressure. They're going to be jumping around like Mexican jumping beans, you know?
All right, I found it.
Yep.
All right, it says here the 4 volunteers will spend 10 days in a compression chamber with a reduced oxygen level as preparation.
Yeah, but that's what I was talking about. Even though the pressure is less, right? The lack of oxygen is going to just make them for common words silly. You know what I mean?
All right, and now it says that the 4 healthy men will be held in a chamber with the pressure equivalent to being 5 meters underwater.
Yeah, well, like the biggest problem with that, right? If you've ever seen people who've gone underwater, right, and try to resurface again, they have to stay in a pressure chamber for a certain amount of time because if they come out up to the surface real quickly, they tend to explode, you know.
Right.
So I can imagine, but then here's the weird part is that they're not going to get oxygen. Could you imagine?
No, they're going to get reduced oxygen.
Yeah, but the worst part is this: they're going to be 4 healthy men, right? Who are going to be lack of oxygen in a compression chamber, right?
Wait, but they're going to add
they're going to probably end up killing each other.
that, and it says they will adhere to a strict daily regimen of work, rest, an exercise.
Yeah, but once they realize that like remember the human mind can only take certain things, right? And if they go berserk, they will kill each other. I mean, because one of the things that did you? I'll give you a good example. Did you ever see that movie, the Abyss?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when? And there was a scene where they had like this group of mercenaries coming aboard the ship, and they told them that they had to keep an eye on them because if they start to have problems with their hand movements or whatever, they need to get medical treatment real quickly.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Well, if anybody's ever seen that movie, a problem like that could occur, and what ends up happening is that a person becomes berserk.
Well, I'll tell you something. This experiment, which is this is like for 2 years.
Yeah, but
I can't see how they can last for 2 years. I can't see
I
it.
don't think they're going to last. I think they're going to last less than a couple of days, and then they'll be all be dead. Because you see, what they're trying to do is this: they're trying to what is the word I want to use? Economize on how much they need to spend to send people into space.
Probably.
And the thing is that when you start making things for less money or real crappy machinery to take people into space, right? You're going to end up with a lot of dead people.
Well, the thing is, all right, when you are, if you are a, let's say you're
Astronaut?
a runner,
Yeah.
a runner,
Okay.
and you're going to run in a meet,
Yeah.
all right? Now, if you're a runner, perhaps you had been training at a high altitude, and maybe you lived all your life in a high altitude.
I'll give you a better example, okay?
All right.
Okay. Like in South America, they have some of the highest civilizations on
Right.
top of these
All
mountains,
right.
right? And they tell everybody that if you go to these places, you may find it hard to breathe.
All right.
Okay. Now, what they really need to do is send these guys to that little place up on top of the mountains to see what it's like not being able to breathe the common air. You know what I mean? Because if they expect them to do that inside of a chamber, all they're doing is it's like they're sending them into a death chamber.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
and
that's basically what it is. But
and you happen to be right.
Yeah, but then the Russians have always been crazy anyway. So who knows? But like I'll give them a small chance, but who knows?
Okay.
Okay, I'm hanging up.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right. All right. So back. Hello. All right. All right. Hello.
Hi, Harvey. How are you doing?
How are you, Eddie?
God, I love that blue shirt. You gotta get me a shirt like that. I'll pay you for it.
This is one of a kind, Eddie. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I have a lot of people asking me.
Well, you really should, get it and made up and put Invasion Earth on it.
Well, I'm not a businessman, Eddie. What can I say?
Listen, my friend, did you hear Steve Quayle last night on the radio?
No.
Oh, boy. He was talking about end times. He was talking about the church and how they admitted to that it's okay to believe in aliens and stuff like that. And I may be a little late, but I heard you mention something about it. You said you had some kind of opinion on that?
Well, yes. Well, I was going to read a article dealing with the Vatican astronomer, the Vatican's astronomer that he made in Italy about a comment about the church acceptance of aliens. And I have the article here. But I wanted to start off with how, if you remember, I have, over the period of time, I have changed my views, whereby I used to say that if they find aliens, if aliens come out, then the world religions are going to have to explain themselves, and there may be a rebellion. Then I changed my mind over a year or so, and I said, no, the world religions will find a way to accept alien life as part of their religion. They will find a way to do it because they're very insightful people, and they will find a way. And so, with this Vatican astronomer announcement, there is a chance that perhaps during the next administration, whoever it may be, maybe we'll let it slip out that there is alien life.
Well, I think the interesting thing is that suppose they learn that, like they say, that God, quote, God is supposed to have created us. Suppose they find out that the aliens created us, not God.
Well, stay tuned to this channel.
Well, it's a possibility, and it can happen. It can happen. And this is stuff you have to look forward to. This is and also, of course, the thing that will upset a lot of people is the fact that how can I put this? And I was listening to Steve Quayle last night, and people are going to be upset that they have been lied to by their religions for a very long time. I mean, if anything, they should be straightforward with people and let them know what they know.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, let me read the first of the articles, all right?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to read it, all right?
Go ahead.
And then, all right. Now, this was from BBC News. That was last week. No, this was when? I think it was around the 13th or so. And this was from BBC News. And it says, the Pope's chief astronomer says that life on Mars cannot be ruled out. Writing in the Vatican newspaper, the astronomer, Father Gabriel,
Sorry, I just got distracted by something
said
important.
intelligent beings created by God could exist in outer space. Father Funes, which is spelled Funes, director of the Vatican Observatory near Rome, is a respected scientist who collaborates with universities around the world. The search for forms of extraterrestrial life, he says, does not contradict belief in God. The official Vatican newspaper headlines his article, Aliens Are My Brother. Free from sin, just as there are multiple forms of life on Earth, so there could exist intelligent beings in outer space created by God. And some aliens could even be free from the original sin, he speculates. Asked by the Catholic Church's condemnation 4 centuries ago of the Italian astronomer and physicist Galileo, Father Funes diplomatically says mistakes were made. But it is time to turn the page and look towards the future. Science and religion needs each other, and many astronomers believe in God, he assured readers. To strengthen its scientific credentials, the Vatican is organizing a conference next year to mark the 200th anniversary of the birth of the author of the origin of species.
God, this guy has so much to say, and I appreciate it. I just want to listen to him.
Sounds good, but the only thing is it's coming too late.
No,
It's like 50 years too late.
It's never too late.
Well, some people may look at it that way, but other people will not look at it that way.
All
because
right.
They should have been honest with this. They should have came out and said this stuff 40 or 50 years ago. And also, they're hiding the true secrets of what happened at Fatima and at Lourdes.
All right.
These children that saw the Blessed Virgin were given the secrets of the end of the world, when it was going to happen, and they were also told how it was going to happen.
All right. We got 2 or 3 more minutes. I'm going to have to let you go now. All right? Thank you. If anybody agrees with Eddie or has another take on what I said, call. Hello. All right. Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Yes.
Yeah, I have another take on that. For so many years, I've been a big follower of the UFO scene, right?
Right.
And the thing is that I noticed that many people, like contactees and adoptees, have all mentioned the fact that many of these so-called extraterrestrials, right,
Right.
have a habit of thinking in a particular way that may be so alien to us that religion is like a joke to them, you know?
All right.
Okay. Also, to them, some of their thinking can be construed as being like, let's say, like on here on this planet, we have people who believe in socialism and communism.
Right.
And the thing is that many alien groups out there believe in that kind of system more than a religious system, you know. And then there are those out there, there are others out there who believe in a system of a supreme being, but they all say almost the same thing, that it's either a female or one that has no gender at all, you know. And it's never considered a male like the way we see it here on Earth. You know?
All right. Well, what makes you think that an alien life form that is supposed to be superior to us doesn't have a ego?
A what?
A ego.
Alright.
Does not have
This episode of Izzago Cinema is about to be over.
Ego.
This was a bit of a bust, this one, because I just wanted to listen to this guy talk too much. So I probably won't revisit this guy
Right.
in the sense of another cinema episode. If I ever revisit him, it will be more in the sense of a just random stream where I'm watching stuff. Because it's too interesting. It's too interesting. You know?
Are acting on this planet, they're like appalled or totally shocked, you know? I mean, imagine, like here, the Vatican is saying...
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching this episode of Izzago Cinema.
In Charles Darwin's evolution theory now, after so many years of...
Cheers with my sparkling water.
This is coming from a group of guys who are...
I'll probably have to refill my
marriage and all that other stuff, you know?
Right.
bottle.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, but anyways, let's just call an end to this one right now. I will see you guys if you're watching on YouTube. I'll see you in the next video. If you are watching on Twitch right now live, then hold your horses. We're going to be right back after just a short break.